friends. I'm really excited about today's lesson. We're gonna make some super handy hand warmers. See what I did there? Get it? Handy hand warmers. You need a needle with thread. And the hardest part of this lesson is threading the needle. So guess what? I already did that part for you. You also need 2 little felt squares. I think I put 2 dark blue and 2 light blues in your art bags, and I'm gonna sew together the light blue and the dark blue, but you could do like 2 sides with light blue and then the other one could be the dark blue. It's your art, man. You get to pick. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Oh, also, you need the little baggie with the rice in it. I'll show you why in a second. And also, you might just need a grown-up's help with this. But what you'll do is you'll start at the corner and you'll poke your needle through and pull that thread, pull that thread, pull that thread all the way through. Mine has kind of a long tail. I think I'm going to trim the tail now so that it doesn't get tangled up with the other thread. I'm going to turn it over to the light blue side, poke that needle through, pull that thread, pull that thread, pull that thread, all the way through, just like that. There's our little stitch. Okay, you could try something kind of fancy. This is a little blanket stitch, and I'm gonna put my little needle right back through that thread and pull, pull, pull. And it makes a little stitch that looks kind of like that. You don't have to do that, of course. You could just make some basic stitches in and out, in and out. It's up to you. You decide. This is your art. You get to decide what you want it to look like. So I'm gonna put my needle through and pull tight, just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going all the way around my square. I'm going to try and keep these stitches as close together as possible, or evenly spaced, I should say. Each stitch should be about the same distance away from each other, if that makes sense. All right, so you just poke through, pull, 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 and then I'm going to put my needle through that way and pull, pull, pull. Okay, I'm going to speed this up because I bet it's getting kind of boring watching me do the same stitch over and over again. Okay, so I left one edge of my hand warmer, my 2 felt squares, open. I sewed together 1, 2, 3 sides, but I left this side open. It's like a little pocket, see? And I'll show you why. You know that bag of rice that y'all have? I don't have a bag of rice. I have a jar of rice, but this is what we're gonna do. I think what I'm gonna do so that I don't make a huge mess is I'm gonna cut a little bit of this paper and then I'm gonna fold it in half like that so that I can kind of open up my pocket, and I'm gonna get another jar and kind of lean my pocket right there, and I'm gonna kind of pour some rice. This is hard to do and film at the same time, and this is one of the parts of this lesson where you might have to have some help from your grown-up. Doesn't take very much rice. We're just gonna put a little bit in, maybe a little bit more. And I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle it in. You could even use your fingers. Ooh, you know what I should have used? A spoon. Duh. Y'all just get a spoon and scoop it in there. That's exactly what needs to happen. Okay. So once you get a little bit of rice in there, and I'm gonna leave a little bit up top, it doesn't have to be full all the way. We're going to stitch the rest of that little opening. We're just going to stitch it closed, okay? Okay, so once you're finished stitching up 1, 2, 3, 4 sides of your little hand warmers, then you'll just kind of go back to that first stitch you made and put your needle through and kind of pull the thread so that it doesn't get tangled. And I'm going to stick my needle right back through that hole and tie a nice knot, right? I'm going to use my scissors and I'm going to trim the threads here, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to trim them a little bit more here too. And y'all, look how adorable. A little hand warmer. Okay, I'll show you how it works now. This is the fun part. I put my hand warmer on that little plate right there, and I put it in the microwave for about 15 seconds. Ooh, it's ready. It's ready. You don't want to put it in there too long because you don't want it to get too hot. But guess what? Oh, it's lovely and warm. It's going to keep my hands warm when I go outside. I can put it in my pocket. So good. So warm and toasty. I hope you'll have fun and I hope you